Did I get a new camera? Actually, no. This is my photo camera and I'm currently using its video function because I got tired of people always telling me how shitty my webcam is. So I figured I'd just use this for a while, at least until I buy a new webcam. So please let me know if this is preferable to you. If it's better than my old webcam, because if it's okay, then I'm just going to end up using it all the time and save the money I would spend on a new webcam. Now let's get to the review. Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. The comic book series that this movie is based on, it was actually one of the first comic book stories I really got into back when I started reading comic books, which was around, I guess, 2003, 2004. And I really liked it because for the first time I really got an idea why Superman and Batman are different characters and the different ways in which they perceive the world and in which the world perceives them. And I really liked that they kind of led me into the heads of these two characters. Unfortunately, what was probably my favorite part of the comic book, which was indeed kind of violent and it was all about the fights, but through the inner monologues and stuff, I could get into the heads of these characters. That part is really missing from this animated movie. The movie is all about the fights. 2/3 of the movie is all about the fights. Some of these fights are handled okay, and I liked. Other fights, I didn't like how they handled them at all. For instance, the fight against Captain Marvel is concluded off-screen, which to me is kind of silly because Captain Marvel is such a big character, and you don't just finish his fight with some stupid comment like, "Oh, thanks Power Girl for the help with Captain Marvel." Speaking of Captain Marvel, why the heck didn't he have pupils in this movie? There are a lot of little animation glitches like that. For instance, I really didn't like Power Girl's design. Her eyes looked really weird. Not that guys actually look into Power Girl's eyes when they're talking to her, but still. In terms of voice acting, well, it was really good to hear Kevin Conroy and Tim Daly voice Batman and Superman respectively. It was really good to hear Clancy Brown again. Clancy Brown, I think, had the most fun out of the whole bunch. There were certain lines in the script that were taken directly from the comic book, but I guess after reading the comic books for a lot of times, which I have, I did have different ideas of how certain lines would sound. I mean, a lot of lines that were supposed to be funny and witty kind of came off flat because they were delivered like that. And also, what's the point of having LeVar Burton, casting LeVar Burton as a character? He was Black Lightning. If you're only going to give him one line, I definitely made the mental note that this is Black Lightning's only line in the whole movie. Like I said, one of my biggest problems with Superman, Batman, Public Enemies is the overall lack of character development, and really just, you don't really get where Superman is coming from for most of the movie. He's kind of acting like this paranoid person that you don't really know. Batman, as usual, comes off as a very competent, very intelligent detective, but Superman doesn't get that same quality characterization that usually is. Batman is such an attention whore, isn't he, sometimes? I mean, he does get all the best stories and all the best characterization, but this was a perfect opportunity to make Superman shine, especially when he's put into contrast with Batman.